This is a podcast of Nathan, Nat and Shaun.
Sorry, where's Shaun?
Sean,
Come on.
here he comes. Oh, hi, Sean.
Hi,
Thanks for
Sean.
joining
Hi, guys.
us.
Hi, Shaun.
Thanks for having me.
Welcome.
Great.
Our boss, David McClung,
Yeah,
is in the
Hello.
house.
It's been a journey for him as well, just seeing, the amazing staff he's got. But also, we learn new things about him. We learned the other day that how long have I known you for? A couple of decades.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, at least 15, 16
17
years. Yeah.
I learned the other day that you're a gamer, and we never knew that. You got
Actually,
home-
none of us knew that.
You bought a gaming laptop just 2 months ago.
Yeah. Yes. But why would you bring that up? It's just a...
Because it's...
Well, I don't know. We know what each other does, generally.
Yeah. We know a lot about your life. It's just weird that you omitted that along the way. You know what I mean?
So every day working with him while
an
Amy's
onion.
away, it's been a gift. And tell us about what's
Let's
been
peel
happening
back
with your
another
phone.
layer.
Tell us about what's been happening.
So yesterday we were talking about the ads that come up on your phone, and I get insulted every single day on Instagram because my ads are always the same.
Yes.
So at the moment, there's a few of them. I get overweight men in their 40s.
You can hook up with one.
No,
Is that
like
what you-
fitness sort of thing.
Oh,
Are you
okay.
overweight and needs... So that's one. The other one is low testosterone.
Oh, ouch.
All the time.
Oh, that's because of your moves.
And but the last one, and this one comes up all the time, is hair transplants in Turkey.
in Turkey.
Yeah, they're cheap.
for Turkey.
No, they transplant turkey feathers into your head.
Do they though? So it's a big thing. People go to Turkey for hair transplants.
And then when he gets surprised, he's like, crest goes up.
Here, cookie.
But it happens
And
all
he
the
hates
time.
Thanksgiving.
Anyway,
So that is your algorithm.
yep, all the time. The variation of those three.
That's why these days you can never secretly Google stuff on the slide
Yeah,
because
that's
the
right.
algorithm, your history you clear forgets, but the algorithm doesn't.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
That's
it whacks
exactly
you
right.
over the head with
and
it.
it's rude, isn't it?
Yeah. Have you got any algorithms on yours?
I'm just having a look at seeing what comes up.
Mine are all inspiring
mine's like-
texts after I was going, Rod, I was just trying to keep
Mine's
in the
all
moment. So it
clothes.
was just,
Yeah.
it was a bit boring, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Mine at the moment is car vacuum cleaners.
I get that one too.
Car vacuum cleaners.
It's like it has seen the inside of my car
Yeah.
and saying, hang on a second.
And a lot of tapware.
Oh, well, you do talk about taps a lot.
I do talk about taps a lot. 'cause I
More
have a
than
good
the average
one.
person.
Well, I mean, you haven't got a Frankie tap in your in your place.
You're really
so-
living with those types of things. coming
Really,
out,
really living, Sean. Really just grabbing life with both hands and squeezing out all the juice. We want to know, right? So, what has your algorithm picked up?
Yes. And is it insulting?
Yeah, like, so you're getting sent these ads and they won't stop sending them to you. And you know what? It could be insulting
It's very
or also
pointed.
it could be embarrassing. Yeah.
If somebody else was to see it.
Or it's come out of nowhere and you don't know why you're being haunted by that algorithm.
Let's talk to Vicky. Hello.
Hello.
Hi,
Vicky. What did your phone start advertising to you?
It keeps telling me happy hormones and anything to do with menopause.
Sweet.
Happy hormones.
It's rude, isn't it?
Are you in the pause era?
It's just a little actually past that, but that's still not very nice when you just want to read your phone and see
Yes,
what's going on in
you
your
don't-
family, and you keep getting advertising for things that you don't want.
You
Just a
don't need the
reminder.
constant reminder, do you?
You don't.
No.
Yeah, it's not nice.
Tough.
Happy
Tough.
hormones.
Yeah.
I
It-
need bucket loads of them.
I just think that people should, be careful speaking about ladies' ages because it's a sensitive thing. It is. Remember when Mum got given the bloody the pamphlet for a
pamphlet.
retirement home?
That was at the caravan
Anyway.
camping.
And they walked past several women that were 1,000 years old, and they went straight up to Mum and handed it to her. And Mum was like, "Oh no, maybe it's the hat I'm wearing." I was like, I don't think we can blame the accessories.
Cassie's in Rolly Stone. Good morning, Cass.
Good morning.
Hi,
Hey,
Cassie.
Cassie, what got advertised to you that was quite offensive, to be honest?
Okay, so let's just say I'm just over 50.
Yes.
And not so long ago, my friend and I are a little bit risque, and we used to get, naughty toys and things like that.
Yeah.
Dead toys, not that we use them, but we used to get those ads.
Yes.
Anyway, one day I fell over, and I was discussing with a friend, and we were laughing about it, very funny. And now it turns out that I don't fall over, I now have a fall.
Yes.
And by the time I walked back to my computer, I was now getting ads for walking frames and incontinence pads and senior things instead.
That's one extreme to the other, isn't it? In one minute you're leading a sexy life, and the next you need walking aids.
100%, yeah, and incontinence pads. So you fall over, you're now having a fall, and you need to hold the wee in.
Yeah. That's amazing that phones can do that.
I know.
Listening to those conversations.
So which walking frame did you go for?
A Zimmer all the way. With spokey dokies on it.
She's very brand aware.
She's a Zimmer girl.
Yeah,
She's a Zimmer girl.
As the slogan goes. Good on you, Cass. Thank you. Sam's in Belia. Hello.
Hi, how you going?
Great, Sam. Okay, what did your phone advertise to you?
So a friend of mine hacked into my Facebook and Instagram without me knowing and decided to like a heap of pages to do with horses.
Yeah.
I'm not a horsey person.
Yes.
But a few months later, it all came out. But anyway, in the meantime, I was getting invited to all these like horse hoof cleaning seminars. I was a member of all these horsey groups and pages, and I'm like, what is going on? And a few months later, I eventually said to my mate, oh, my God, the weirdest thing is happening, blah, blah, blah. And then she was like, oh, my God, yeah, that was me.
Oh, that is
so
ingenious.
funny.
I
like that a lot,
that
Sam.
is so great if you have access to any of your friends. Like, seriously, do that to their phone.
Yeah.
I'm not a horse girl.
It's a victimless crime, isn't it?
It's a
Right?
victimless
It's
crime.
so funny.
I like
The
that.
worst thing is that you get advertised for hoof cleaning sentiments. What's
Seminars.
Seminars. Thank you.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
Tinting on the windows would be an illegal tint if it was a car.
Darkest legal, Nathan.
Really? What do we tin the windows for?
Oh, get JP over here.
JP, will you come
JP.
over here, please?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sorry, he's the
guy that built Nova.
Yeah.
All the studios.
With his
JP,
bare hands.
I did like the natural light that was coming through on any given day. What's the reasoning by the tint?
Well, just so that you guys don't have sunlight across your eyes when the camera's trying to pick you up.
And he's heard that if sunlight hits me, I turn into a pile of dust.
True. That's true. But your skin sparkles, Nathan.
Actually, while we've got you here, JP, let's talk about your career in radio.
Oh, no.
Yes. It's perfect timing.
So
it's absolutely perfect timing.
now he builds basically anything to do with the tech of Nova,
So
right?
you're a technical engineer now, right?
Yeah.
But you
started
weren't
in
always.
radio, and you used to work with our boss, Dave McClellan.
Esteemed
Dave,
boss, Dave.
Yeah. So where was the station?
In Parks in New South Wales.
So that's
near
quite
Dubbo.
regional. That's where the dish is.
Yeah, that's it.
From
Yeah,
the movie
yeah.
The Dish.
The only thing the town has.
Yes.
How did your shift go? How did it operate?
Well, I mean, I had all sorts of shifts. I think I did copy during the day. We wrote ads during the day.
Yeah.
And I did all sorts of shifts. I started out as on the drive show on the AM station,
Okay.
and that was tricky.
Yeah. Now, I've heard regional radio sometimes, and I love it when the announcer just launches into a piece of how Tigress perfume at Candy's Chemist is on sale for $11.99.
In Esperance, the local radio station would ring the businesses. So that,
and ask them what they've got on
so the
special.
announcer would ring West End Lady, which is the hairdresser, and ask about the specials for the week.
Yeah. Did you ever do anything, or Duncan and Stewart's, Natalie?
Yeah, Duncan Stewart.
Duncan Stewart. So, what some of the regional things you did?
Oh, well, look, there was lots of stuff. A lot of ads for car yards, and you'd funeral parlours as well were quite
We're
popular.
big, everybody dies in parks.
Okay, so how
It's
did that
amazing
operate?
how many people died in that town. I don't know. It was strange. It was happening all the time.
Is it because of the dish?
No idea. I think it's just everyone knew
Everyone's
everyone.
dying of some weird cancer. Anyway, they've not made a link with it.
So there was a lot of so funeral homes were big clients of the radio station in those days, and we had to do funeral announcements. Yeah, so every breakfast show that you would read, you'd go to the fax machine, you'd pick up the fax with the people who died overnight.
So they would send you the list. And so for a lot of people in the community, this is the first time they're hearing about
That's it.
Reg from down the road.
And I'm 19 years old, so I'm picking up this fax trying to explain that to all their family and friends that they've died. Just every time I was on, I got a complaint.
So was it? Why would you get a complaint?
Because he wasn't serious.
Because I wasn't being sincere enough. I was because this is the most nerve-wracking part of my whole day. So I'm nervous. I'm trying to read it as quickly as I can, really, to get out of there and
through
play
it.
Bozskags. But they've ended up. But or Michael Bolton or something, right?
Yeah, of course.
But how can we be lovers if we can't be friends, right?
I don't know.
But yeah, and then so the people just the minute that I'd turn the microphone off, there'd be the switchboard would light up at the reception. They wouldn't call me in the studio; they'd call the general manager, Jackie.
Was it the whole list of death notices?
You'd have to read everything that was on the fax. So sometimes it was pages long, and you'd have to.
If there'd been a particularly
Pages
brutal
long.
week.
It might have. Yeah, that's right. So and it would be the full ad like in the newspaper, So this person, son of X, husband of this, and it was just.
Did you do full circle? Did you do births as well? Just
No,
for balance?
no, just the deaths.
Just the death.
No, just the deaths.
Giving the people
Yeah,
what they
that's
want,
right.
Natalie. We really did miss something not doing a journey through regional radio, didn't we?
What a missed opportunity.
Oh,
Thanks, JP.
so you're back after 8 to do the death notice?
That's all right. Yep, I've got them off the
New
fax.
segment. No one else in Perth is doing it.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
There is a new series of Alone Australia, which kicks off tonight.
Great.
Check it out. It is extraordinary. And we got the opportunity to catch up with last year's winner, Gina, who blew everybody away. I believe she's the first woman to win a series of Alone anywhere in the world.
And now she does all these inspirational talks around the place. Companies get her in. Oh, God, she makes you feel so lazy.
She was a very long way away when we caught up with her yesterday. So the phone line's not great, but she'll explain why. Have a listen.
Hello.
Oh, Gina.
Hi, Gina.
You're in Antarctica, I believe.
Yes, actually, we've left Antarctica and I'm now in South Georgia Islands, which you probably know if you've ever watched David Attenborough documentary and you've seen him on a beach with 100,000 seals or penguins.
Oh, wow.
Today.
I've seen some documentaries, and this is of stuff of the history, and I can't remember any of their names, but of people that have had to survive. Knowing what you've gone through with Alone, Gina, could you survive there if you were just plop down there?
If I popped down there and I was allowed to eat the wildlife, then yes, but that's not going to happen, is it? I'm not going to be chowing down on a seal. That would just be the tragedy of all tragedies.
And also, you get sick of slushies after a while, wouldn't you?
Yes, that's right.
Especially the yellow ones.
Because all really you need to do is just take a little cup of cordial and then you've got some flavoured ice. But,
Because, yours was in Tasmania, which was cold enough, but would your animal skin pelt have protected you in Antarctica, do you reckon?
In Antarctica, I reckon I would have had to go up one and actually just made a sleeping bag out of possum fur.
Yeah.
See, my thoughts go to Star Wars when Luke and Hans are out trapped and then they get the lightsaber and have to cut that animal open and then sleep inside the animal.
Yeah, the size of the elephant seals, that would be a pretty warm interior.
That would be.
There was one lying around.
Yeah, you know soap to wash
Think
yourself
about that, though. Think about that, because Gina, you're an extreme person. You go to the extreme to survive, and and that's something that we all think that we could do, but who knows if we could?
No, I don't think I could do
you, Gina? You would, wouldn't you? If you had to sleep in an animal to keep warm, it would be no problem for you, would it?
Well, it's amazing when you are in survival what you'll do. And the answer is anything. I mean, it'd be gross. I probably would be retching out of whichever bit I could stick my head out. But,
would rather go to a dance, I get it.
Gina, how long do you reckon you could have lasted when you won? 67 days was the time.
I was so annoyed when they came to get me. I really was. I had 3 weeks worth of food.
3 weeks?
I just caught 6 eels. Yeah, I had 3 weeks worth of food. I still had wallaby left.
I still had wallaby.
So talk about that wallaby, because I love this story in that, because you just got up in the middle of the night and you're sitting on a log and then the wallaby turns up. Tell everybody what happened.
Got up to have pee, and because my bed was sleeping on a bed of rocks, it was really uncomfortable. Whenever I get up to have a pee, I just sit on this log and sort of commune with nature, which was really just procrastinating about having to go back to bed. And I'd stay there until I got so cold I have to go back to bed.
Yep.
I'm sitting there, chatting to the moon, and my body launched into the air, and I just figured out what was going on when it landed on the wallaby. So it's like I felt the presence of the wallaby, not cognitively, not consciously, but my body jumped.
Wow.
And they're like, right, that's what we're doing. Okay. And I used hunt with a dingo, and that would be what I would do. I would jump on the animal, and so my body knows how to do that. But I think I was just as surprised as the wallaby.
Well, it's amazing. It'd be like just like, going to sleep and then waking up and just before you go to bed, put out 2 slices of bread and you wake up and the wallaby's in between them.
Yes. but you had to kill it with your bare hands.
Yeah, that bit's not fun.
Gina, one last question, just personally from me. When the apocalypse happens, can I be in your community that you are leading? Is that okay?
Mate, you don't have to find me first.
I'll find you. She knows too much. All right, Alone Australia, it's back tonight, everybody. And it's being filmed in New Zealand this time rather than Tasmania. I don't know if that makes it easier or harder.
Yeah.
You can hunt more things, right?
Yeah, well, I'm really, really excited to see how they go in New Zealand. And I tell you what, it's going to be an epic series.
Nathan, Nat and Shaun is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.